to Habit Burger and I realized they are a franchise. And being someone who has a brand talking all about franchises, having been a franchise owner and being a franchise coach, I thought I have to cover this. All right, so Habit Burger is getting a reputation for being one of the most addictive fast food places and burger places. You can tell by all the videos that are coming out on YouTube with people doing food challenges, comparing Habit Burger to In-N-Out, which I think everyone knows In-N-Out. And then people are documenting their first time at Habit Burger experiencing the deliciousness. But did you know that you can actually own a Habit Burger? Because yes, Habit Burger is a franchise, but there's a catch. I'm gonna tell you about it a little bit later in this video, but I'm gonna reveal exactly how you can own a Habit Burger if you wanted to, and their history. How did they even get started? Seems like they kind of popped up out of nowhere. It's exactly what we're gonna talk about in this video, so let's jump in. All right, so the reason why I wind up learning about Habit Burger is because my wife and I lived in California for about 4 years. And in California, Habit Burger is pretty much everywhere. So to date, they have about 288 locations and over 170 of those locations are in California. I'm going to tell you a little bit about Habit Burger's history and how they actually got started. But when we were living in California, I covered 5 different offices for the job that I had at the time. And every office that I went to, there just so happened to be a Habit Burger around. I would go there during my lunchtime and the line would pretty consistently be out the door during lunchtime. And I just thought, what is this place? Like, how did I never hear about this? Because I grew up on the East Coast, I only lived in California for a few years. It was just like, every single time I go to Habit Burger, they're insanely busy. And then now, when you look on YouTube for Habit Burger, you see all of these videos with tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of views of people eating massive amounts of Habit Burger and documenting it and doing food challenges and comparing it to In-N-Out and all those different things that I talked about in the beginning of the video. For me, my obsession with Habit Burger wound up getting worse because when we opened up our first juice bar franchise, there just so happened to be a Habit Burger in the same shopping center of where we opened, and I was obsessed with their golden fried chicken sandwich. Absolutely amazing. They have the sauce, it's called Boom Sauce. The Boom Sauce is absolutely delicious. I can taste it in my mouth as I'm saying it. But then I started to get curious and I started to look into Habit Burger and I realized they are a franchise. And being someone who has a brand talking all about franchises, having been a franchise owner and being a franchise coach, I thought I have to cover this and share this news because I'm sure there's a lot of you who have no idea that you could own a Habit Burger franchise, because I certainly didn't. So believe it or not, the Habit Burger was founded in 1969 in Santa Barbara, California as a family-owned business. And then from 1969 to 2007, they grew slowly. I mean, they only grew to about 23 locations in the overall Los Angeles area. And if you think about it, 23 locations over a almost 40-year time period really isn't that much growth. I mean, that's great for family business to go from 0 or 1 location all the way to 23. But when you think about places like Chick Fil A and In-N-Out that have a ton of locations, it's really not that many. Well, here's what happened. In 2007, a private equity firm called Carp Riley came in and bought a majority stake in Habit Burger. So they went from 23 locations in 2007 to 109 locations in 2014. So in only 7 years, they basically quadrupled in size. And then in 2014, they had an IPO, which means an initial public offering, which basically means that they became a publicly traded company that you could buy their stock, and they raised capital. They wind up raising over $83.7 million. And since 2014, they've grown from now 109 locations to over 280 locations. So what does this mean? Here's what this means. You're gonna start seeing Habit Burger everywhere. Now before, as I mentioned earlier in this video, Habit Burger was primarily a California-based company. They had a majority of their locations in California, and now you see them popping up everywhere. And so here's some of the states that they've been growing in. So if you're watching this video and wondering, who's Habit Burger? I've never heard of Habit Burger. I'm curious and I wanna try this infamous Habit Burger. Am I gonna be addicted and develop a habit? I can tell you, as someone who likes to work out and overall is pretty healthy, I got a little bit hooked on Habit Burger. I tell you, that golden chicken sandwich was just absolutely amazing. Like the sauce, I'm a condiment guy, so the sauce was just like incredible. But as of the making of this video, Habit Burger's got about 13 locations in Arizona. They have about 10 locations in Florida, about 3 in Idaho, 4 in Maryland, 7 in Nevada, 9 in New Jersey, 11 in Utah, 2 locations in Virginia, 6 locations in Washington, and they even have 2 locations overseas in China and the United Emirates. Now, in a minute, I'm gonna talk to you about some really, really big news in regards to Habit Burger that's gonna cause them to literally explode and be everywhere. So in 2020, Habit Burger experienced something very big, very, very big that means a lot for the company. So in March of 2020, Habit Burger was bought by Yum Brands. You might be thinking, who's Yum Brands and why is that important? So who is Yum Brands exactly? Well, Yum Brands is the company that owns Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, KFC. So Yum Brands is a massive conglomerate. They have over 51,000 restaurants within their business. So what does this mean? This means that Habit Burger is gonna start going from 288 locations to 500 locations, from 500 locations to 1,000 locations. And so to me, this represents a very interesting opportunity for someone who wants to be a franchise owner and who wants to buy a franchise. So if you're thinking, man, I love Habit Burger and I'm really passionate about burgers and you wanna bring this to your area, I think it's a very interesting opportunity. And so don't be surprised over the next 3 to 5 years when you see Habit Burger popping up everywhere. And over the next 10 years, Habit Burger really becomes a household name. And the great news for Yum Brands is that they now have a burger concept in their portfolio to compete with the likes of McDonald's and Wendy's and Burger King. But the reality is, this transaction of Yum Brands now owning Habit Burger and Habit Burger being a franchise, this is gonna make a lot of people money. Here's what I mean by that. Think about this. Step one is you have a lot of franchisees, franchise owners that are gonna buy Habit Burger. They're probably gonna come in and buy 3, 4, 5 locations and territories, because that's often what happens in the food space, especially with this sort of concept that happened with Five Guys Burgers and Fries, which is my favorite burger place. Love Five Guys. Did you know Five Guys was a franchise? And so these franchisees are gonna make money. You're gonna have investors that are gonna be investing with some of these franchisees. You're gonna have smaller private equity companies that are probably gonna open up 10, 15, 20 locations of Habit Burger. And then for each of those locations for Habit Burger, think about it. Think about what happens when a business opens. Well, they're gonna have to build their location. So they're gonna have to go ahead and hire construction people. You got developers that are gonna be making money. Once the store is actually developed and built, then you're gonna have to hire store managers, area managers. And so there's a lot of people that are gonna make money off of this deal and this situation. There's gonna be a ton of jobs that are created. Now, if you're thinking, wow, I love Habit Burger, but I can't afford to spend the about $1.2 million that it will cost to open it up, well, you can benefit and take advantage. And maybe not directly, but a little bit indirectly. One of the things you can do is you can buy Yum Brand stock. Now, right now, Yum Brand stock is about $133 a share, which is pretty close to their 52-week high. But if you thought, hey, I'd really like to take advantage of these food conglomerates, this group that owns KFC and Taco Bell and Pizza Hut and Habit Burger, well, you can buy their stock and you can hold on to their stock and benefit from the uptick and the upswing that they're going to see. So let me know what you thought about this video. If you like it, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe down below. If you've ever thought about owning your own business, on my website, you can grab my free 7-step blueprint to business profits in 60 days. You can use it to get any business profitable in 60 days, whether a franchise business or your own business. But drop me a comment. Let me know what you thought of this video below. Do you like Habit Burger? Are you a fan? What's your favorite burger place? Did you even know that it was a franchise, and would you own one? I look forward to seeing you on the next one, guys. All right.